All right, so in the last lesson, we've looked at one particular folder, spam1, and we've loaded all the message bodies into a data frame. What I want to do in this lesson is call our df from directory function a few more times to load all the emails that we've got into a single data frame and have extracted all the bodies from those emails. So that means that in addition to our spam1 folder, we're going to be loading in our spam2 folder, our non-spam1 and our non-spam2 folders as well. So let's get right on that. I'm going to modify this cell right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spam_emails data frame and we're going to overwrite it. We're going to append the emails from the other folder and update it. So spam emails dot append. And what are we appending? Well, we can append the return value from our df from directory function. So df from directory, spam2 path, comma 1 will extract all the emails from our second folder containing the spam emails and then just append all of those values to our data frame. If I hit Shift Enter on this and also hit Shift Enter on shape, we can now see that we've got 1,898 values instead of the 500 or so that we had earlier. Now, one other thing we can do to make our code slightly more readable is to change this value here, this 1, to a constant that's a little bit more descriptive, tells us a little bit more about what this 1 actually stands for. Scrolling back up to our constants, we can add another constant here, namely spam_cat, short for category. Set that equal to 1. And while we're at it, we can also add a ham_category constant and set that equal to 0. So henceforth, every time we need to refer to the category, we can use these constants right here. Using the word ham to refer to non-spam emails is something that you'll actually see a lot in the literature on spam classification. I'm not exactly sure why, but I suspect it's because this group of people really liked wordplay. So spam and ham it is for us as well. Now, scrolling back down to our last cell where we left off, I want to pose a challenge to you. I want you to create a data frame that contains all the emails from the non-spam directories. And then I want you to also print out the shape of this data frame, and then we'll take it from there. So pause the video and give that a shot. Create a data frame with all the non-spam emails, similar to what I've done for the spam emails. Did you have a go? All right, here's the solution. ham_emails is going to be what I'm going to call my data frame. I'm going to use my data frame from directory function, and I'm going to point it to easy non-spam1 path and use the ham category. After that, I'm also going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to use my ham emails data frame, and I'm going to append the data frame from directory, point it to easy non-spam2 path, and also using the ham category. Finally, we said we'd print out the shape, right? So ham emails dot shape should give us what we're looking for. Hitting Shift Enter, let's see what we get. So I'm getting 3,902 files being appended to this data frame. Brilliant. Now what we can do is we can get a data frame that holds on to all our emails, both spam and non-spam. So I'm just going to call this data frame data. I've got a lot of imagination, as you can tell. And I'm going to use Pandas concat method. So pd.concat parentheses square brackets spam emails comma ham emails. Then I'll add a print statement that reads shape of entire data frame is, and I'll print out data.shape. And on the next line, let's take a look at the head of this data frame, so the first 5 rows. Now let me hit Shift Enter and print this out. What we see is that this data frame has 5,800 rows and 2 columns. Just like before, I've got the file names here as an index. I've got my category showing whether I've got spam or non-spam, and I've got the message body here in the message column. If you're curious where the non-spam emails are hiding in our data frame, it's going to be in the tail. So here we have a couple of category 0 non-spam emails hiding out. All right, that's it. We've basically taken 5,800 files from our local disk and we've converted them into a Pandas data frame. We've converted them into a format that we can manipulate and work with in our Python code. So I think that's quite an achievement. I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care.